Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Panda here, and you're probably wondering why you even clicked on this video, because it's not titled Katawa Shoujo Emi Part 21. And I mean, hey, that's what you subscribed for, right? You subscribed for the Katawa Shoujo. So I'm at least hoping that I'm at least hoping that this does get maybe a few views, if not any at all, because it is, still slightly related to Katawa Shoujo. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this commentary if it wasn't for Katawa Shoujo, to be honest. So, let's get into the meat and bones of this commentary. Why I wanted to do it. Well, maybe not the bones, because that's, you have the bones really don't have anything to them. I mean, you have your meal, and then you've got the bones left over, and there's really nothing to it. It's just the bones. Like, all you do with the bones is you just chuck them out. So, maybe what we should do initially, or maybe this is what we're doing, where we've got the bones first, we've scraped all the meat off, that's still on our plate. We haven't eaten it yet, but we've got the bones, we've taken all the meat off, and we're just going to chuck them away. That's what we're doing now. We've sorted out the bones, we've gotten rid of all the bones, there's no little bits of bone left in the meat, got them all out, chucked them away, and now we're getting to the meat. And now this is where it all gets, delicious. So, that made no sense whatsoever. Or maybe I just blew your mind, I don't know. I could have done. But, no, what basically happened was, I was talking to my friend today, Camiro, you probably know him, he comments on every single one of my fucking videos. It's like an impulse he has. Nah, he's all good. But I was talking to him about, well, I don't know what we were talking about, but I all of a sudden just sort of started talking about running. And this made me think of why I'm initially now have started running. And this made me want to do a commentary. So here we are. And it's basically related to, well, it basically all came from Katawa Shoujo, or from Emi. It all started back in a year ago. I was going to do the whole, like, fade away sort of wavy, on the screen, the video thing like they do in movies. It all started once upon a time, a long time ago in the medieval age. But it wasn't that long ago, so anyway, I'll get back into the story. A couple of years ago, I think it was actually a couple of years ago, I went running with my friend because he persisted, and I was like, no, fuck off, go away, I don't want to run. I ended up started running with him because, well, he just got annoying because he kept on asking, which was good of him. And it was really good because I had a partner to run with. And he eventually left where I lived, so I no longer had a partner to run with, and I just, I ended up not feeling like wanting to run. I lost all of my motivation because there was no one else there to run with me. But ever since I started playing Emi's Path and Katawa Shoujo, it's made me really want to get back into running. And so what I did, as you guys probably already know, from watching Katawa Shoujo, I found this Emi fitness planner as such on the internet, and I have linked it to you guys. I will link it to you again in this commentary as well. This is, by the way, side note, this is part 2. Sorry, no, this is take 2 of this commentary because I fucked the first one up so horrifically. I got through about 10 minutes and I wasn't happy with it, so I'm redoing the whole thing. But anyway, I digress too, but not at this moment. I usually digest after dinner, maybe an hour or so after dinner. I don't know where I was going with that. I digress. I found that Emi planner, and it looked reasonably easy. Little did I know it wasn't easy because I was completely out of shape. But what I'm trying to go for here is that it was basically Emi that got me back into running. The whole I'm sure you guys know many people, or maybe you are one of them, that has sort of gotten the motivation to at least get back into shape, or run, or take up any sort of physical activity because of this girl. That's what this game is all about, or visual novel at least. It's the characters that just somehow have such a huge impact on your life. But so I did that, and I'm currently about into week 2, I think, of it. And just every time I do a run, I just cross it off the planner because I printed it out and put it on my wall. And it's going pretty good so far. And it's much better to actually do this running thing while actually playing Emmy's Path like I am at the moment, because in my opinion it gives you more or less a extra push of motivation, because it seems as if that she's there sort of talking to you. Maybe I'm just sounding weird now, I don't know. I'm sure you guys understand, you're all Katawa Shoujoians. But yeah, so I cross it off each time after my run, and yeah, let me just say, I fit into the category of the stereotypical gamer picture, which I'm sure you all know of as the sits at home, does nothing but play games and gets fat. That's about, that's more or less as far as I'm going to delve into that question there, me in a nutshell. I'm not overly, I'm not obese, but I am overweight and I'm trying to get fit. So, and running's never really been one of my favourite things to do. In my opinion, running is one of the worst forms of physical activity that you can do, because, like I said, in my opinion, I find it incredibly boring, incredibly tedious. But, with that, it's also one of the easiest forms of physical activity that you can do, in the sense that you can do it anywhere and at any time. I hate running, but it's the easiest form of physical activity that you can do. Like I say, you can. It's really easy for me, because I come home from work, or in your guys' cases, you probably come home from school, and just you can just go for a run straight after. You may not feel like wanting to go for a run or do anything after school, but you get into a different mindset once you're actually running. Once you actually get to that stage of running, getting your clothes on and getting ready to go for a run is the hardest part. Once you're actually running, you're in a completely different mindset and you're fine. You just, all that's going through your mind is focusing on running and finishing the run, because you're tired and you just want to get it over and done with. But then after your run, you've got a feeling of, what's the word I'm fishing for? Feeling of triumph, I guess, that you completed the run. Well, hopefully you completed the run, you didn't just wimp out halfway through and just start walking the rest. But yeah, I really do hate running, but like I say, it's the easiest form. I would much rather be riding my bike, but the problem with me trying to ride my bike is that I find, I live in a very, it's not really a bike-friendly area as such, because it's the majority of where I live is flat. I live in a small town, in a rural area, but it's not exactly a hilly rural area as such. So if I wanted to ride my bike where it would actually be worth my time, I would have to drive at least an hour, and I have a possibility, or 3 options. I can go in 3 directions there, and it will take me to anywhere that I can ride my bike, but that's an hour away. So if I wanted to ride my bike, I have to get up relatively early in the morning, pack my bike and my gear, and drive an hour to this place. By the time you've got there, it's probably at least just before lunchtime or lunchtime. Then you've got about maybe 3 or 4 hours of riding that you can do before the sun goes down, and you have to go home anyway. So, you know, even then, it's not even worth my time. But that's really the only case or scenario where it's actually suitable for me to ride, because I can't ride in town. I can, but I hate riding on flat lands. There's just absolutely nothing to do. It's just as boring as running. You know, and because I have to drive, you know, no one else is going to drive me there. I have to drive, you know, that's petrol and that's money just to go for a run. That's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to have to spend a whole bunch of money on wanting to get fit. You know, that's why I don't go to the gym either, because the gym memberships are fucking costly. They cost so much money. They're about $150 for a year, and that's without any personal trainer or anything like that. So that's another one up running has on everything else. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. Maybe you have to buy a pair of shoes, but that's about it really. You know, as long as you've got shorts and shirt and well, no, that's basically it. Shorts and shirt and shoes, and you're set. So that's basically all I really wanted to say this commentary. I just wanted to sort of give you an idea on my new lease of life, about this whole running aspect, I guess. And if you are going to try this whole running thing, or maybe you want to try this Emmy fitness planner like I have, I'll give you a bit of advice. One, find a partner, find a running partner that is wanting to run with you at the same pace, or find someone that's relatively at the same sort of physical shape that you are in, and run with them, because they will be at the same pace as you. Or, you know, if you can't find anyone the same pace as you, find someone that's willing to stay at the same pace as you, you know, just for your benefit. And if you can't do that, get music, because, you know, if you've got, because that's what I do. I don't have a running partner, so what I do is I just have my iPod plugged in, and I just listen to music the whole time. And music gets you really pumping. It really gets you in the mood, gets you motivated for the run. And you know, I just run with the beat basically. So that's about all I really wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys at least sort of understood what I was talking about, what I was trying to get across. I hope I did that relatively well. If I didn't, please feel free to, you know, hate me in the comments or whatever. I just sort of wanted to get this across because I felt like doing a commentary on it, and yeah, just sharing my ideas with you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I really talked far too long this commentary, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.